So everyone, welcome back to your second section. And now we move to continue our lesson today on the sound letter L. Okay. So before moving that, teacher would like you to see the some review that you have learned last week, everyone. Okay, so you can see in this list, you will see like the word pollinate, the word nectar, the word hector, and the word mite and hive, right? And the word pollinate means to fertilize the flowers with pollen, right? Fertilize, like if we say like fertilizing, okay, fertilizations, and you can say we can translate in Khmer that fertilizing. I mean, đặc chi, okay, like this. And number two, the word nectar. Nectar means sweet liquid in flower that be drinks, okay. And hectare mean an area of land similar size, inside to a soccer field, okay. And mite, a tiny bug that live on plants and animal. And hive can be a structure in which we live, right? Okay, so yeah, we can move the next one, everyone. And last week, you have learned with the, just listen to the tracks, and then you have to use the word pollen, store, and hive, nectar, and wax to complete the chat here. The meaning of this, you focus on like the crop that depend on the like bee, or we call pollination, or plant reproduction, right? And the second one, you have already learned about the other benefit of bee, okay? And the third section, you learn about the enemies of bee. The enemy of bee have like could be chemical enemy and natural enemy. And the natural enemy you have learned like the word mite, wax moth, and some bacteria. And the chemical poison, this is the enemy of bee as well. Okay, so let's move to the next one. You also learn with the comprehension question the importance of like how the beekeeper help the farmer, and what happens when honey product increase. Okay. So without any further delay, teacher would like you to start your lesson today, everyone. So let's start. Okay, so you will see this, we focus on the sound. So the first step, you have to listen to the sentence twice and fill in the blanks. So we have the word, okay, we have the word like, you see here, like the word number one, insects gather nectar from flowers, okay. The number of decreased by 2% this year. This tiny creature suck the bees. And the number 4, crops can grow if bees do not provide enough pollen. After you hear from the listening, you try to fill in your notebook by yourself as well, everyone. And yep, and now let's start, everyone. Let's go.
Number 1. The insects gather nectar liquid from flowers. The insects gather nectar liquid from flowers. Number 2. The number of colonies decreased by 2% this year. The number of colonies decreased by 2% this year. Number 3. These tiny creatures suck the blood of bees. These tiny creatures suck the blood of bees. Number 4. Crops can grow unevenly if bees do not provide enough pollen. Crops can grow unevenly if bees do not provide enough pollen.
Okay, so after you hear from this, so what are you going to feel in the first one, everyone? The insects gather nectar from flowers. So nectar what, everyone? nectar liquid from flowers. So the first initiate letter L, right? Okay, so number 2, the number of decreased by 2% this year. So the answer is colony, right? Colonies. So this word we have 3 syllables like call, law, colony, right? And letter L is the sound in the middle as well. So after you feel with this, we are going to focus on the tip. Then when we use our place articulations to the right position of letter L. Okay. So number 3, these tiny creatures suck the blood of bee. Okay. And number 4, crops can grow unevenly if bee do not provide enough pollen. Okay, so you can see like about liquid, colony, blood, and unevenly, right? Okay, so let's move to our next slide. So you know that the L, you know, sound like vegetable, like pollinate and loss. The L, you know, our sound is met with tongues and the vocal cord. You know, we have to press the tip of your tongues against the back of your top front teeth, like this, and quickly pull your tongues down away from your teeth. So let's see the chart, everyone. So this is we call the International Phonetic Alphabet, the APA style. So we have the different place articulation like nasal, like plosive, like fractal, like okay, approximant, like trill, like tap, flap, literal, fractal, like literal, approximant, and literal flap, right? And letter L is the part of literal approximant velar. Okay, so let's see the chart, everyone. You can see here how do you place letter L. So as our like the theory here, you see like we put the tongue, okay, to press the tip of your tongue against the back of your top front teeth. So this is called top front teeth. Okay, this is top front teeth, and okay, and quickly pull your tongue down when we press on it, and then we pull it down, and then let it away from our teeth. So you know that if teacher explain you with this phonetic symbol, it a little bit complicated, but you can see this picture, you will like easier to understand. Okay, so okay, so now it come to the end of our section today, but after finish this, you know, we have another practice, everyone, around 1 minute more. Okay, so this is the summary, and the complete the summary like the word hectare, the word gather, suck, moot, okay, like crops and mice. So you can see here like more than 90 kinds of fruits, nuts, vegetable, and other depend on bee for reproduction. While liquid nectar from flowers pollen sticks to their bodies, when bees go to other flowers, they take the pollen with them. It takes 2 to 4 colonies of bees to pollinate up crops. Bees also make honey and wax. Honey can be stored, so honey producer wait till price are higher. There are many dangers. There are many dangers to bees. Are tiny creatures that the blood of bee, eat the wax in bee hive, and bacteria kill young bee. So we're gonna check the answer. So the first one, like the crops, okay, and while bee gather liquid nectar, the next one, like pollinate a hectare of crop. Number 4, like many dangerous to bee mite are tiny creatures, okay. Number 5, suck the blood of bee. And number 6, mold, it wax, okay. So now this is okay, come to the end of your section today, everyone.